but I do as a spiritual person.
I see.
So.
Okay. Good clarification. Thank you. So, there's actually a question on here, right on here, that we can fill out that says, if you don't consider yourself religious, do you consider yourself spiritual?
Oh, then yeah.
So I'm going to do that. All right. Has anyone in your family, either immediate family members or relatives, experienced difficulties with depression?
Yes, my sister was seeing a therapist for a long time, was on some medications.
Okay.
So.
Okay. How about bipolar disorder? Is any bipolar in your family?
You know, I suspected that my sister was, but it was never confirmed.
Never confirmed. Okay. How about anxiety disorders?
Probably the same sister.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Is that something that was diagnosed?
I think it came up in counseling.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about panic attacks?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Schizophrenia?
Nope.
Okay. Alcohol or substance abuse?
My father.
Was that alcohol?
Yeah,
or?
it was alcohol related.
Okay. How about eating disorders?
Nope, other than me, I'm not aware of anyone.
Okay. Learning disabilities?
No.
How about history of trauma? So traumatic history.
Well, I think for my sister and I, growing up with an alcoholic father was traumatic in a bunch of ways, but I mean, I don't think that there was ever one particular event that was more horrific than the other.
Right.
So it was just a string of them.
Okay. And nobody else in your family? Like extended or not?
Not that I'm aware of. They don't really talk a lot about their emotions.
Sure.
So.
A lot of families don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. How did your if we were to consider, growing up with a alcoholic father traumatic, what does that look like?
Oh geez, just never knowing what type of mood he would be in, if he was going to be amicable and kind and you could talk to him, or if he was going to be off the handle, and you just never knew.
Mm-hmm.
So it was always a little bit stressful.
Sure.
Being home.
Oh, of course. Okay. I can see how that would be traumatic for sure. How about attempted suicide in your family?
No.
Okay. Almost done.
Okay.
What do you consider to be your strengths?
My strengths. It's kind of hard for me to pick out those sort of things in myself. I'd say that I'm very good at problem solving.
Mm-hmm.
I have excellent organizational skills.
Great.
I have good writing and presentation skills. I'm a quick learner.
I'm glad you know this about yourself. Anything else?
Those are probably the main ones.
Great, thank you. What do you like most about yourself?
I think for the most part, I'm a real person, if that makes sense. Obviously I'm here, I'm acknowledging that, I'm not necessarily happy with my life, and I'm not just trying to put up a facade for other people.
Oh, for sure.
So, I do value that about myself, that I'm open and I'm real and,
Sure. Yeah. No, absolutely. It does. It takes a lot of self-awareness and courage to be able to see things in yourself that you don't like and ask for help for them.
Mm.
So I commend you on that one.
Thank you.
What are effective coping strategies that you've learned? And I think that this one we can kind of think in terms of some of the anxiety that you experience, and I mean you mentioned that you're here for the anxiety, but also just the kind of a general heaviness and frustration with where you are in life. So, how have you made it through? How have you gotten this far?
Well, I think before I moved and before I got my new job, I had a good group of friends.
Okay.
And so that always really helped. I mean, it was a bunch of girlfriends, similar walk of life. We were able to just talk and kind of unwind, have a glass of wine with each other.
Sure.
And that was really nice. Since the move and in this new job, I don't really have that camaraderie with my peers.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's something that I miss a lot, and I've noticed that has played a part.
Yeah. It's one of your greatest coping skills. One of the best ways for you to unwind is gone.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
pretty sad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's got to be hard.
Yeah. So, I think also when I was exercising more regularly, I really enjoyed that a lot. I just don't really feel like I have the time or the energy to do that now. So.
Okay. Are you busier than you used to be?
Oh, definitely. I work 70 hours a week at the law firm.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I would be stressed too. Anything else that you know is a good coping skill for you?
Sometimes it's just sitting down with a good book really helps me to unwind.
Reading.
Well, I guess it depends on. I don't like reading the newspaper.
Okay.
So that makes me pretty depressed. But
Yeah.
but yeah, sitting down with a good book really helps. So,
Right.
if I have time for it, obviously.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. And then finally, what are your goals for therapy?
I think that I would really like to just flush out what is going on, in my head, that I'm feeling these ways, that I'm feeling so stressed. How can I, find a way to overcome them or at least deal with them, so that I'm more happy, on a day-to-day basis and
Sure.
not so run down with life and, dissatisfied.
Yeah. So just some clarity on what's bringing you here and why are you experiencing this, and what are the causes and what you can do about it.
Yeah, and I think just having someone to talk to again to help me work through that is really important.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Let me just put this down so that I will not forget, so we have something to go off of. Great. Well, thank you very much for coming in. I think that we definitely have a great baseline now, and I'm excited to be able to work with you. And I think that there's some good things that we can do together. And I really appreciate the effort that you put in to show up here and to get this underway.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, definitely. So let us reschedule for next week,
Okay.
and we'll go from there.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, thanks so much, Jen.